It's a busy school.
Newspaper, and
Oh,
I was
awesome.
wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, is this a camera?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Is it okay if I record you?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Hello. For what reasons do you come here in front of a high school, Prospect High School?
Prospect specifically or high schools in general?
Prospect High School.
Prospect, it just happens to be close to where I have family in the area, so it happens to be close, so logistically.
You don't travel to go inform people on abortions?
Say that again? I don't understand your question.
You don't travel around to like different schools not around the area to inform
Normally
them
I
about this?
just do where I live, so I do
Okay.
high schools where I live. I'm from San Luis Obispo County, so
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long do you plan to stay out here?
today's our last day.
Today's your last day?
So we usually do that for about a week.
And what exactly is your purpose of being out here?
The purpose is to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ into conflict with child sacrifice. So in our nation, 1 million children are murdered through abortion every year.
Okay.
400, I think it's 400,000 women in this age group murder their child every year through abortion. And people aren't talking about the truth about abortion.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything you'd just like to say for the paper that you'd want students to know?
Do I want students to know? Go to our website and look at the information, look at the facts. Yeah.
Many students here recognize that you're practicing your freedom of speech here, and some of them say that they want to do that as well, and they say that women should be able to make their own choices because it's their body.
Right, yeah.
And they've heard different responses about this, and they say that many of your comments heighten their anxiety.
Uh-huh.
How is this bringing the gospel to students, making them feel like terrible people?
Well, in like what way? What do you mean?
Well, some people believe...
If you believe that it's okay to murder a child, and I say it's not okay to murder a child, it's not me making you anxious, it's the guilt that you have inside coming up within you.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so I'm telling you the truth, and when someone thinks it's okay to murder a child and I say it's not, the truth that's in them comes up and they're like, oh, I think I'm wrong.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's called guilt.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know what you believed.
Yeah.
What is crazy? Do you have anything you'd like to say for the school newspaper?
Oh my God, I mean, this is very inappropriate for this area. This is crazy. Like, you're making...
Why is it inappropriate, sir?
You're making many high school girls just traumatized about what's gonna, like, if they do accidentally get pregnant, if they get raped, they might not have another choice but to have this professionally done, but like...
That's not true, though. Your comment is not true. They do have another choice.
True?
They do have another choice.
I completely agree with that, but...
Well, but you said they don't have another choice, and now you say they do. So
Okay.
you need to explain your position.
That when a child, or like say a high school student gets raped,
Uh-huh.
they didn't choose to have sex with somebody. They didn't choose to be impregnated.
Right.
So why is abortion not okay for this purpose?
So...
Just 1 second. Is that your vehicle down there?
Yes, it is.
Can't be parked there.
No,
it's
8 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's VTA bus stop. There's a VTA bus stop.
Sir, it's not... It's... I'm past that
And
point.
the other thing, I don't care if you hear anything, you just remember you can't block the sidewalk. So I'm not
Right,
saying you are,
yeah,
just remember
yeah,
that part
yeah.
for me.
I've been here all week. The sheriff have come. They've seen where I parked. I parked in the
That's fine,
same
I'll call
spot.
them and we can see.
Okay, great.
All right?
Thank you. Yeah, have a good day.
You bet.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to our question. So the rape exception, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe rape is wrong?
Yes.
Do you believe it's wrong because it's one person taking advantage of another person without their consent?
I think it's wrong because it's illegal.
Really?
It
So
is
if it was legal, it'd be okay?
No.
Well, that's the first reason why it's wrong. There's so many
Well, hold on.
reasons why.
All right, I understand that. But do you think if rape were legalized, then you think it would be okay?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So is it wrong because it's one person taking advantage of another person without their permission? Without their...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So abortion is wrong because it's one person taking advantage of another person without their permission. So
Okay.
abortion and rape are wrong for the same reason. So a girl that got raped, she doesn't solve the problem by murdering her child. She becomes the assailant of a crime against another person. So she does to her what was done, she does to someone else what was done to her.
So you believe that
I've actually talked with women that
abortion and rape
have been raped.
are equal? They're the same wrong, and they're
No.
wrong for the same
Abortion, they are wrong for the same reasons.
And that's the
but
only
abortion,
reason why abortion is wrong?
No, abortion is wrong because God said thou shalt not murder.
Okay.
Yeah. But abortion is worse than rape because from rape you can recover. The children cannot recover from abortion, they're murdered.
That's debatable, that some people don't recover from being raped, some suffer from like PTSD.
Okay, compared with the unborn who's ripped apart limb from limb and doesn't get to live, all right, there's a measure of recovery from the rape. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So they're going to still enjoy life. They'll have a piece of cake or something in life and they'll enjoy something, whereas an unborn child is completely destroyed and ripped apart. Okay, so in that sense, it's worse. I think rape is horrible. I think rape is the worst thing. Sexual abuse is the worst part of it is in your mind. Because after the event happens, you remember it forever, and I know that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you guys think, what has the child that was conceived in rape, what have they done to deserve to be murdered?
Oh, I'm against abortion. I'm just writing an article for
Right.
the paper.
So what do you think? Because you were supporting that idea. What do you think the child that is conceived in rape has done wrong to deserve to be murdered?
They've done nothing wrong, and
Okay.
I'm not saying they deserve to be murdered, but I feel like that, it's hard to put, but I feel like that if, say the woman who got raped, right? Say she's gonna have the child. If she was gonna have the child, and the only outcome was she died and her baby died. I mean, the only way, like, it's not good for the parent and the baby, correct? Right?
So
if they,
let me clarify something.
Yes.
Abortion to save the life of the mother is a myth. Okay, the Surgeon General, I forget his name, Coop or something. He said he's a pediatric surgeon. In 36 years as a surgeon, he has never seen abortion necessary to save the life of the mother. Abortion, you have to understand, the goal of an abortion is to kill a child. It is not to save a life. It's not that. When you have a botched abortion, the child lives, okay? So when the abortion goes wrong, the child lives, okay? So the goal of an abortion, the purpose of doing abortion is to murder a child, to kill a child, okay? Have a live baby, you want a dead baby. That's what an abortion is. An ectopic pregnancy, for instance, where there's a fallopian tube where the baby's in there and it might rupture and damage the mother, they don't go in and do an abortion. They go in and they remove a piece of the fallopian tube, right? That surgery is intended to save the life of the mother. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's not an abortion in the intent of the child may die, or mom may take chemotherapy while she's pregnant and her child may die, but that's not the same thing as intentionally murdering your child. Right? We cannot see the future. That just happens to be the case. Do you guys know who Stephen Jobs is? Have you heard of him? He was adopted, right? And his parents could have murdered him. Isn't it a good thing that they didn't? We have the phones you're using, the phones I'm using, because his parents gave him up for adoption, right? To the Jobs family. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. So one of the things people say, how can you force that woman to carry the child? That's one of the big things they say. You're forcing her. When a woman is pregnant, she is pregnant. You cannot force her to be more pregnant. She is pregnant, and if you allow her to remain as is, naturally, she's going to give birth to that child. That's not forcing someone to do something. Rape or abortion, on the other hand, is a forcible procedure. It goes against the woman's body. It is a violent procedure. It is forcing. It rips apart the child. It also damages the woman. Some will heal completely and some will not be able to have children. Some will have issues down the line, along with the psychological issues of murdering their child. Okay? Those people need help. And the only help, abortion is a sin, and the only answer for sin is the gospel of Jesus Christ. There isn't another answer. So you can go to psychology, you can go, oh, it's not a baby, you can justify it, and all the way these people have justified it. But there's no help there. There's only help in Jesus Christ. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Can I get your name, please?
My name is Danny.
Okay. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? Will you send me a link to that?
You could go to our school's website and just go to the news section, and you'll print our school newspaper, Panther Prints, and our latest issue
website,
and you can see that
cool.
article there.
Did you see how she got mad at me?
Yes.
Do you realize that I've done nothing to her to make her mad?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so something that is important to understand when you see protesters like, you're making everybody mad. If you step on like a skunk, what do you think is going to happen? What are you going to smell?
It's going to spray.
And if you step on a rose or something, what's it going to smell? It's going to smell pretty, right? Okay.
Sure.
When we're pressured with something, the truth about what's inside comes out. I didn't make her mad. She had anger within her, and there's some pressure applied, and so that's what's coming out. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Maybe the signs made her freak out. Like,
It put pressure on her, right?
Like what I said, like maybe it's basically saying if you get raped or if you have an abortion, this is basically what it's freaking them out. It's not good in front of a high school.
Well,
Across from a
what do you come here to
65.
do? Do you come here to learn?
Yes, we come here to study. We all come here to
Right.
all come here to study, have an experience, have a good experience in high school. There's no need for these signs.
But this is happening.
Harsh.
A lot of these women that are mad have murdered their child. That's why they're mad.
I completely understand, but these are high schools.
Right.
I mean, we've now been educated to stay safe. Like, use a condom, use birth control. You know.
Do you think those things keep you safe?
Yes.
Those things. See, one of the things that when you're taught like that, the abortion industry loves birth control. They love condoms because condoms fail and birth control fails, and it feeds abortion. And what you believe is there's a thing called safe sex that doesn't actually exist outside of marriage. Marriage is God's protection for men, for women, and for children.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
We need to get to class.
Go ahead.
Now. Thank you for
Yeah.
your time. Can
Have a
I
good day.
actually take a quick picture of you with your sign, please?
Sure.
Thank you.